Bella, do you want to fucking eat Harley?
I've never wanted to do something more.
Oh my fucking god.
What happened? What did you see? What did you see?
I think she and them, I think they fucking killed Chad. I can't.
What?
Cordelia is burying him right now.
What the fuck?
And she's
do you want to go there? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Or
I I don't know. We need to find her. We need to find her.
And with
is she
that,
here?
we will take a quick break while we can decide what the next step is in our vengeance scheme. Thank you all so much for your consistent support. Just so you know, if you are dressed up, you can use the hashtag Bains Falls Homecoming on Twitter, and we will see your very cool homecoming outfits, and we'll be able to envision you in our mind's eye at the dance with us. So make sure to do that, and we'll see you in 10 minutes. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're so glad to have you. This episode has definitely not been super tense and great. The finale, the final countdown of Teen Monsters. I'm really excited. Previously on Harley killed Chad, and that was the only important thing that happened.
Yeah.
So we come back after the commercial break to see Harley and Tom are in the gym dance floor. And Harley, you were seeking out Mr. Thorpe?
I was, yeah. So I'd like to go find Mr. Thorpe.
Okay, well, he's like around. It's not a super crowd. I mean, it is crowded. All of the people that go to school with you are here now. It's been long enough that everyone's filed in, and there are indeed some people on the dance floor. All of them very awkwardly shimmying. But you can find Mr. Thorpe. He is standing near what amounts to the stage. It has a microphone set up and it is slightly raised. Maybe there's just a platform, or some of the bleachers have been pushed out, so it looks like it functions as a platform. And he's over there kind of testing the mic a little bit and getting ready. He's like, "Oh, Harley, Tom, you're here. Perfect."
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, just want to double check really quickly just for Tom here, and I gesture to Tom. We're holding hands as well, I've dragged him across the dance floor. So I don't know if you noticed, but Brandon is missing right now, and I'm just wondering, I'm just concerned if someone isn't here and they've won Homecoming King, what happens? Does it just go to the next person, or
Well, if someone isn't here and they've won, then I suppose we just save the crown for them for school on Monday, or I mean, it's not really that important, but we do go along with the votes as they are.
That makes sense, right? And then if the person was suspended or expelled, would the title of Homecoming King go to the next person, or?
Why is this so important to you?
Well, I'm just concerned because Brandon's missing, and I understand people might have voted for him out of pity or just voted for him. And I'm just worried about how that might affect Tom, just because I care about Tom so much, and I just want the best for him, and I don't want him to have 99 votes and Brandon has 100, and then Brandon wins, but then Brandon isn't here, and then Tom never gets to have Homecoming
Harley.
King. That'd
be
Harley.
Yeah.
And are you gesturing with your hands? Let's just say.
I'm really. Yeah.
And he takes one of your hands and he holds it between two of his, and he's just like, "I promise everything is going to work out just fine."
You promise? Okay.
Now maybe you should go get some punch or something, or dance off some of that energy.
Okay, yeah. And I turn to Tom and I'm like, do you want to go dance?
Yeah? Oh, God.
Yeah. What's wrong?
No, I'm excited.
Yeah? You know how to dance, right?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll teach you. That's okay. We'll just, your shoes look really heavy. Please don't step on my feet or anything.
Oh,
okay?
I'm sorry, I wouldn't.
No, it's okay. You don't need to take them off.
Okay, I thought, barefoot's easier, right?
No, don't go barefoot.
Oh, okay.
Then it's fine. No,
I'll
it's
put
okay.
it back on.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go dance. It's totally fine. Okay, and I go off to dance with Tom.
Okay, so Tom and Harley are on the dance floor as Bella and Hannah come storming out of the bathroom upstairs. What do you do, Hannah?
Wait, so can I see Harley?
Yeah, you're standing. So the gym is kind of like sunk into like the ground. Like there's a second story, which is the story you like walk in on. And then all of the bleachers and stairs lead onto the floor where there would usually be like a basketball game, but it's been turned into the dance. So you can come like to the top, like there's like a mezzanine, as it were, where you can look over the gym floor. So you could see where Harley is and then come down the stairs. Yeah, she's in the middle of everything, basically.
Come get me.
Bella,
Yeah, what should we do about this situation?
she hurt Chad, and should I talk to Mr. Thorpe? He could do something. I don't know if he's more powerful. I don't know. She needs to be punished in some way. She needs to face the consequences.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Maybe we could talk to Thorpe, see what he can do, and if he can't do anything, I can take care of it. What do you think?
I would like you to take care of it, but let's go to Mr. Thorpe first. And I'm
Just
gonna,
pretend you want to fuck him or something, and maybe he can give us something a little extra.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you start down the stairs, Hannah, and Mr. Thorpe, who's standing by this microphone, looks up at you, like coming towards him, and like as you're walking down the stairs, he turns on the microphone and does that awful thing where he like taps it, and then there's some feedback.
Oh. Okay.
Students of Bains Falls, hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming to homecoming. Congratulations to the football team for trying their best at the homecoming game today. I'm sure you've all been waiting for this moment. Of course, we are ready to announce the homecoming king and queen. And then there's like a smattering of like clapping, which he like is like, yeah, continue clap. All right. If all of the homecoming court could come towards the stage, Hannah, Harley, Tom,
you keep
other
saying
people that
word.
have
I don't
names.
like it. I don't like how you keep saying that word.
Makes me feel special.
I don't like it.
Wow. A court.
So do you come forward?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
come forward.
So Harley and Tom come forward, and Hannah, you are also like right up there with them. Do you like say anything or look at Harley at all while you're like crowded together?
I like give her the dirtiest look of like, just fuck you. Like, just
I just
straight
kind of
out.
smile and just like tilt my head to the side a little bit. Just like,
Alrighty then. Drum roll, please. No one has any drums. It's fine. And he like slowly peels open a very fancy like black and silver envelope and like slides out a card, and he says, "And homecoming queen for the 1990X Bains Falls homecoming dance, Hannah Lewison. Hannah, get up here. Congratulations."
And I'm trying to smile. I'm very mad, but I'm trying to smile because I didn't even expect to win. So I'm just like, okay, yep. And I make my way up.
it's the best memory
So
of your high school
you
life.
come to the stage, the stage that has been set up, and he like sets the card on a stool and picks up the crown, and he like places it on your head and looks at you, and under his breath he whispers, and he is going to use the string he has on you to tempt you to do what he wants.
Hannah!
Ooh.
Hannah!
And what he wants is, and he says, you know exactly who you are, and you know what she's done. You have the power to make it right. There are consequences for people who cross you. And he would like to tempt you to go into your darkest self.
Yay.
And I will
Would you
accept
accept
that, and
that?
I will go into my darker self.
Yeah,
Immediately.
Go forward.
So
Absolutely.
first thing, take an experience point.
Okay.
And second thing, read what your darkest self is.
Everything you say seems a promise. Everything you hear seems a promise. If a promise is broken, justice must be wrought in trickery or blood. You aren't subject to the human rules of mercy. To escape your darker self, you must in some way rebalance the scales of justice.
All right. Well, it sounds like justice must be wrought in trickery or blood is a great part there. So you hear that, and what is it that, like, is there any visual difference between Hannah being angry and Hannah being Fae Queen darkest self angry? Like, is there anything that people would see, or is it like internal? What's the
I think there's like a visible coldness that kind of, as in like my face is very cold and very steel. Like even if like I'm very pale, but let's just say it gets even paler, and it's just you can tell like normal Hannah is very soft and friendly to everyone, even if they're mean to her. But you wouldn't want to cross this Hannah.
Okay, so you turn away from Mr. Thorpe after he like whispers in your ear and places the crown on your head, and you turn towards everyone gathered in front of you, and there's a light on you. There's like a spotlight, but it suddenly seems like your cheekbones are as sharp as the rhinestones on your crown. Like everything is glittering in you, and maybe it's a trick of the light, or maybe it's not, but it's like all of a sudden from like 1 second to the next, you've become dark Galadriel. Just like you turn towards the audience, like everyone from your class clapping at you, and your eyes just cut straight to Harley, and it's impossible to miss Harley. You see like, oh, hello, she's not as soft anymore. She's definitely hard and cold and very angry. And then Mr. Thorpe goes back to the microphone and he says, and the homecoming king,
I'm, like,
drum
tapping
roll,
Tom's hand. I'm like,
got you again. And he slowly pulls the card out of the envelope and it says, oh, what a surprise there. Tommy Dingle. Tom is the home.
Yay.
Come on up here, Tom.
Okay.
I give him a kiss on the cheek as he walks up to the stage.
I'm so excited. Wow.
How
Okay.
exciting. This is going to be totally fine and not bad at all.
So Tom walks up to the stage, and you get the same sort of treatment from Mr. Thorpe, but without the whispering.
Oh.
And he places the crown on your head, and just like, whispering something. And just like turns you, like pushes you up next to Hannah, and like maybe just very quickly like is like, okay, everyone will get a picture, and then we have the first dance, the homecoming king and queen first dance. Let's get and like the lights go down after like someone gets a quick picture that's on the actual yearbook squad and not Tom. And then the lights go down and there's some music that plays, and it's like a slow dance song, and Mr. Thorpe like ushers you two off the stage and into the center of a right now empty gymnasium floor with a spotlight on the both of you. What do you do?
I would like to attempt to dance.
One
For that.
one
Gaze into the
second.
abyss.
Yeah, I would gaze into the abyss.
Draw upon all of the dancing you've seen in films. And remember, it's been inside you all this time.
Which is that
Step
one
up.
anime night we had.
Okay. So Tom's trying to dance. Do you want to like
Yeah.
roll for this to see how good you are at dancing, Tom?
I would love to. What should I roll?
Wait, are we slow dancing?
It is a slow
Yes,
dance.
you're
Okay,
slow
cool.
dancing. You're slow dancing. So, Tom, do you step on her feet? I think you got to roll to keep your cool. Go
Cool.
roll. With cold.
I'm so happy. I just boosted my cold stat. I'm so happy.
You're going to absolutely kill
It used to be -1. Now it's 0.
Great.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Partial success. Okay, so you don't step on her feet, but you have absolutely no rhythm whatsoever.
Okay, white boy.
Okay. And as my like arms around Tom's neck. We're like gonna just slowly be rocking back and forth, and just very slowly, as like the back of Tom's head is facing towards Harley, I'm gonna look at her, and I'm just gonna very slowly start digging my nails as deeply as possible into Tom's neck, and just smile at her.
Is this deep enough that I would start screaming? Because I feel like I'd react.
First, Hannah, can you roll volatile for me?
Just like rips your head clean off.
I was ready for like a neck snap. I was horrified.
So what's up? If you were
The hottest thing you've ever done, Hannah.
Ha!
Okay, so you rolled volatile and you failed. Cool. So let's see.
My neck's too thick. You can't get in there.
You're already in your darkest self. So I think the failure is like it sounded like you were attempting to like harm him so that Harley could see but still not do anything that would be obvious to the rest of the students here, but maybe you don't realize your own strength as you've now fully come into your power, and instead of just digging your nails into his neck, you just like grab and your like whole hand like grips the meat of Tom's neck and just like yanks, and there's just blood everywhere. And Tom, I'm sorry, bud.
How much harm?
You're gonna take. I'm gonna say you're gonna take 3 harm and like drop onto the floor, but you're not unconscious yet.
I scream and run over the top.
I think everyone screams.
Yeah, I think I do.
Homecoming king and queen.
Except for Hannah, who is standing there with your flesh in her hand, looking down at you with malice in her eyes.
I didn't do nothing.
Hannah, now that you've accidentally done this, how could Hannah do this?
Why? What could have caused this to happen?
I don't know.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
She's delusional, that girl.
Delusional.
Everyone who's around is like screaming and running, and Mr. Thorpe is standing like on the stage looking super casual. Bella, what do you do? Because we know Harley's like running towards this.
I am obviously supportive of Hannah, and I'm smiling, and I'm looking at Harley's movements, prepared to like hold her down.
Tom's dying.
I don't care.
Okay, so you see that Harley is running towards Hannah. Are you gonna try?
No, I'm running towards Tom, to be fair, but I guess Hannah is in
they're
that
both.
vicinity.
I'm like trying to be behind Hannah or Harley, so that if she tries to run or anything, I'm like.
Okay, so if you're not getting in the way right now, Harley, you get to Tom on the ground. He's like gasping and like holding his hands to his neck, and just like there's the thick swallowing sound of like blood in his throat. Yeah.
Oh my god. Hey, and I like put my hands on either side of his neck. Hey, Tom. Hey, it's me. Hey. Don't stop being funny. I'm trying. Hey, okay, you're fine. That's fine. I can't. Okay, hey, it's me. Hey, Tom. Hey, I'm trying to like get him to like respond to me.
I'm probably passed out. There's no way I would be at all intelligible.
Please, I can't watch you die again. Don't do this.
He needs medical attention.
I've been shocked. Okay.
Do you think he deserved that, Holly?
What? No, obviously not. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's the most innocent
Did Chad do
person.
something wrong?
Yeah, but you're not like me, right? You're not a monster, okay? You don't do this. And I can't watch him die again.
Why?
I was gonna like turn, like someone point at, is Amma still around?
Yeah, your clique is still around.
I'm gonna point at Amma and be like, call an ambulance.
She will do so.
Sweet.
Cordelia is like just upstairs, like, and she's got dirt on her shoes, but she just arrived to see all this. So your whole clique is gang's all here, as it were.
I'm going to slowly put my foot on Tom's neck.
Only got one health
Why
left,
doesn't he deserve it and Chad does, Holly?
Because I don't know. See, I knew it. I knew everyone did this. I knew everybody just had people that got in their way.
How did he get in your way?
Because Tom has to succeed. He has like so much potential in him, and he has to be able to fulfill it. And everyone else is just in the way, and I had to help him.
You've known him a week, you psycho.
No, I thought everyone did this. We've been doing it for ages.
You've been doing it for ages. You're the monster here.
No.
And as you say, like, weave, like coming up behind Harley is Marissa and Emma and Cordelia in their matching outfits, all like arrayed behind her. And like she's kneeling on the ground with the blood on her hands. And Bella, you get the flashback to seeing her hands covered in blood in the hallway by Emily's locker. And you see them again, like covered in blood. And you realize like, oh, that might be what I was seeing. But now she's got her gangs all here and there's only 2 of you. What do you do?
Can I wolf time?
In order to
that's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend.
I'm fucking toast, dude.
In order to get into your darkest self, you would need to fail on a lash or 7 to 9 on a lash out physically. You would need to gaze into the abyss, could probably get you there.
I want to gaze.
Okay. So if you want to roll with dark, go ahead. Let me just see.
On the fucking floor.
I think. Okay, here you go. Bella, you took the howl at the moon. When basked in moonlight, you act as if you had dark 3. So you feel this like sensation of like I really want to wolf out right now. And the light from the moon shines in through one of the like gym like windows, sort of like skylights as it were, and just like shines down on you. So if you want to roll dark with dark 3 instead of -1, I'll give it to you because it's nighttime and shit. Perfect. So you get a 10. Make sure to put your dark back to -1. And you do mark experience for getting into your darkest self as well.
Okay, that means I have 5 experience, so I officially belong to a wolf pack.
Nice. So what happens? You gaze into the abyss of your power, the darkness inside you, and you smell Tom's blood as it permeates the air and look at Harley and her gang with this rage in your eyes. And all of a sudden, like without even wanting or needing to, you let out this wolf-like howl and you feel your body start to transform. And the howl is answered from outside of the gym, from the forest that surrounds your town, with other howls. And you can feel that the wolf pack that you encountered in the forest is your pack, and they hear your pain and they will come back you up. It will take some time though.
They'll be here soon.
Wait, are you a wolf yet, or are you just like a person who's just howling?
She's changing.
Okay.
Yes.
Cordelia,
you wait,
can you
Harley.
Cordelia,
wait,
can you
Harley.
take Tom outside?
Just wait.
I'm trying to get Cordelia to take Tom and have her run outside.
Cordelia will take Tom if you would like to not have your full gang to back you up. She will take Tom outside. Yes.
Oh.
They're going to be outside too. So let's see what happens out there with your little friends, constantly bullying everyone in school, never attempting to redeem yourself. You just stayed a bitch the whole time. You couldn't just not kill somebody that Hannah cared about.
Can I take my foot that is on Tom's neck and kick Harley like off Tom?
I'm trying to give him to Cordelia.
Yeah, but I'm just imagining you're still like
right, okay,
hovering over him. And I'm just, like,
kick me in the face.
Your,
do
like...
it. Hit me.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to feel something.
Hannah, you can roll volatile.
Okay, well, it's not going to go well.
I am surrounded by my gang also, so...
right now you are, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be...
okay,
I don't think it helps me, though, because I'm -1.
Okay, so a partial success. On a 7 to 9, you harm them, but
But I minus
Use
1 from her roll because I'm surrounded by my gang. So
You
she
minus
gets a
1 from the
6.
harm you take, right?
No, it's from the roll against me. So it's she rolled a 6 actually.
Oh, that's true. So you fail.
Oh.
Nice. So Harley, tell me, how does your gang interfere with you being kicked in the face?
Oh, goodness me. I would assume that as opposed to like pulling me out of harm's way, like they would go for Hannah. So I'm imagining, I guess, because I'm yelling at Cordelia to grab Tom, I guess Amma and Marissa would probably like just grab Hannah and try and subdue her in some way.
Okay, so what happens is like you're kneeling, you're at like foot height, as it were, like within reach of Hannah's foot. You're kneeling by Tom's body as he's kind of like gurgling and trying to cling to consciousness on the floor. I'm so sorry, Tom, but you're just like the best target for all of this.
I'm great,
I
buddy.
am a fucking meat sack. I got nothing going on.
I love the way in the break I was like, Tommy, you won't be hurt. It's gonna
No,
be
it's
fine.
fun, dude. Shut up.
Tom.
And Hannah kicks out at you, but maybe it's the blood on the floor that makes the ground a little slippery under her feet, but she misses you. And just when she's going to withdraw her foot from her failed kick and try again, Marissa grabs her foot from the air and yanks on it. And Hannah, you're going to fall on your back. So you're prone, you're on the ground, and Marissa is like now backing up to once again be behind Harley, as now that your foot is no longer on Tom's neck, Cordelia like gathers him into her massive arms and is about to like take Tom outside.
I
Sorry,
would.
Bella, you're a wolf now.
Oh, Bella's a wolf person now, is she? I'd like to run. Can we scoot? Can my whole gang just? It's been
Okay,
fun.
so
I'd like to go.
let's do the what's it called, initiative order, as it were. So the people acting, Hannah's obviously going to go last because she's on the ground. But Bella and Harley, it's up to you two. So if you could both roll just roll 1d6, and whoever gets the higher one gets to go first.
4.
Okay, so Harley, you wanted to run away?
Yes, very
So-
muchly.
If you could roll with volatile for me.
My
Okay.
homies are coming.
Oh, shut up.
Don't slip in my blood. That
I'll
only works once.
try real hard. Oh!
Ah.
Oh.
Okay, so what happens is you fail, so mark experience. First things
Super.
first. Mark
Yeah.
experience.
Wow. Great. 2 experience in one game. This is really fun. Thank you.
What happens, it's not that you don't get to run. It's that like when you run, the doors upstairs are all locked.
Does Cordelia get out with Tom or no?
No.
Okay, great. Cool. I just checking.
The doors
If
are all
that's
locked.
Mr.
All of the students have been exited from the building. But yes, like once you get to the last door that you are trying as an option, you see standing in front of it the outline of Mr. Thorpe. But like as he comes more into the light, like he steps towards you, he's no longer wearing the like suit and cravat that looked very good on him, but now he's in his full fake king regalia. And he just steps towards you casually with your gang behind you and says, "Now, where were you going? I believe Hannah still had a few words for you."
Mr. Thorpe, Tom's dying. She ripped his throat out. Can we get him to the hospital, please? You keep making me laugh.
Considering the last time he woke up at the hospital, there were more questions than answered. It would probably be better if he didn't. But if that's what you want.
Well, I just don't want Tom to die. Why are you letting this happen? You promised me everything will be fine.
And everything will be for Hannah.
You nonce! What do you mean for? Why? What does that matter? Tom's dying. Can we just take him to the hospital, please? I just want to go outside with him. And Tom gets really
Harley, humans die all the time.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose this one. How are you?
If you wanted, I could take him for you to a place where he will be healed. Perfectly fine, but you'll never see him again. Or he can die in your arms and you can say your farewells.
Is Tom conscious?
He's conscious enough to have a conversation with you, just because it would be stupid to have him be completely knocked out.
Okay, all right. I guess
That'd be funny.
That's great. I guess I'm just gonna put my hands on the blood of Tom again. Be like, hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Tom.
Okay. Yes.
Serious.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to be okay? You want to be okay, right?
I want to die in your arms.
Don't look at me and laugh.
I just died in your arms tonight. Plays over the speakers.
Wow.
It's just a great prompt.
But like I just met you, and I guess I lose you either way, right? So, are you? I don't know what to do.
Just let me go.
You're fucking.
I'm so sorry. Oh my good god.
You're really good to rip up comedically. It's impossible dramatically.
Not. It really is not. But no, let me go.
I can't. Okay, so I know you, and I point at Mr. Thorpe, and I'm just being like a little friggin' 18-year-old teenage girl right now. I know you are making this as like some test thing, and it's like, oh, are you gonna be selfless, and you're gonna like let him live on without you, or is he gonna die because you're just a selfish bitch who wants him all for yourself? And I don't trust you, and I don't trust that if you take him somewhere safe, he's ever gonna see like his mother or anything like that again. And I'd much rather he just not get involved in whatever weird magic bullshit you've got going on. So Hannah's tried to kill him. If he dies, Hannah killed him. I can't hand him over to you and he turns into a pumpkin or some shit. I don't know. And then I give Tom a kiss on the mouth. You're not making this dramatic.
No, you're not, but I do want to say, is that a darkest move? Is that a...
I very passionately kissed Tom.
Is this a passionate kiss,
with
Harley?
You don't have privacy.
Oh, does it have that privacy? Oh.
Yeah, it was an intimate moment.
You're right.
So.
Okay, never mind. Damn it. It's just a nice kiss.
It's a nice kiss with tongue.
So Mr. Thorpe looks at you both.
Choking up chunks of blood and skin.
He looks at you both and he says, "As you wish." And he steps backward and disappears as Bella comes up the stairs in wolf form, and you hear the sound of other wolves battering at the doors of the locked doors of the gymnasium. And Hannah, I assume you would be following?
Yes.
Okay, so Hannah is following this giant wolf up the stairs and confronting you as Tom, you said you wanted to die in her arms. That was your choice?
I think that's my character would pick that, like 100% at that point. Now that I'm like, oh, the true love.
Okay.
That's love.
It'd be 100% that.
Are you dying again before the end of a session?
As Tom expires in Harley's arms, Bella, you can sense it, you can feel it. Like, you know, the second he's gone, and like you come up to both of them, and Hannah, you're like right behind her. What do you do?
Just tell me why. Why did you kill Chad?
And I just kind of like go and I just like fall on my knees because Tom's dead, and I was like, oh, for nothing, I guess. I was all for nothing.
You killed him for nothing.
No, well. I look at Tom, who's dead, and I'm like, I did it for... I thought I was doing it for him, and now he's dead, so it was for nothing. So he died for nothing. And I just started laughing a little bit, and I'm just like, I guess I'm just covered in different people's blood at this point, both scent-wise and physically. And I was like, Chad died for no reason. And so did Brandon and Brad and the guys from the bar. You remember the guys from the bar, right, Cordelia? And I'm like laughing like it's not fucking funny. I'm like, and all the guys from the bar and Brandon's brother. And it was for nothing. It was for nothing. It's all bullshit.
I would like
Hannah,
to grab.
would you consider that Harley losing her lover like you lost Chad, would in some way rebalance the scales of justice?
Not really, no.
Okay,
I
then you
mean-
can stay your darkest self. That was my question.
Well, I would if you were like, I would if there was like a rationale for it, but currently you're
If you
just
didn't
like,
know I
it's
had
for
now killed
nothing.
absolutely every. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
so
Yeah.
many
And now
people.
I
I'm just
killed lots of
like,
people. Yeah.
yeah.
I killed lots
Now
of
I'm
people.
just like, fuck, like, so I would like to grab Harley's by the hair
That's fine,
and like
go for it,
slam her into like head first into a locker.
Okay, Bella, are you doing anything or are you letting Hannah?
I'm
So you
also,
are your darkest self. So
After she's like bashing her into the locker, I'm also grabbing Harley by the leg and just smashing her on the floor till her face gets as fucked up as it could possibly be. Because I don't
Okay.
want her pretty anymore, because that's all she ever was.
Oh my god.
okay.
Right on.
So,
Cool.
Hannah, will you
Yeah.
you roll volatile first?
Am I able to use a string to like boost my volatile?
You can use a string to add 1 to the harm you deal someone, but you can't use
Okay.
it. You can also add 1 to your roll against them. Yes.
I'll do that then because my volatile's so bad.
Okay, so you can add
I'm still
plus
surrounded by my gang because they're here. Tom's dead, but the rest are here. So
Yes, you are surrounded by your gang. So you get a +1 and then you get a -1. So
Okay.
nothing.
Wolves are coming in
Oh,
hot
okay.
soon.
Oh, then I won't do it.
yeah, just don't add anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you kind of, she's still going to get the -1.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fail. So
Hmm.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
don't want to use your string to +1 and keep that a 7?
sure, we'll keep it a 7. Sure. Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Can I
mean, Bella's
subtract
gonna
1
do the
for
harm.
her roll against me because I have a string on her still?
What?
Can I also do that?
Oh
You
my
can't use it.
God.
You can't use it to subtract from their roll, just to add.
It says you can spend a string on another PC to subtract 1 from their roll against you. Choose after rolling.
Where's that?
I'm looking at the Buried Without Ceremony, and it's like the PDF. This like Monsterhearts reference sheets.pdf. And has it there.
It says, "Tell them to do what you want. Give them the condition. Add 1 to your roll against them. Add 1 to the harm you deal them."
This one has that, and also force them to hold steady, and also subtract 1 from their roll against you. I want to use up these strings, dude.
I think that's an older version
Damn it! Alright, never mind.
because this is Monsterhearts 2. Hold steady isn't a move anymore.
I must have Monsterhearts 1 then. Oh well. Listen,
Yeah.
my face beat.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Hannah. It's alright.
Anyway, so on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose 1. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self, which you already are. So
You can choose the harm.
That's
what is
good.
it that you're doing? You're grabbing her hair and pushing
I
her into
like
the locker?
have her like not even like I've just grabbed her hair. I don't care how much of it I have, and I'm just like slamming her face into the locker like again and again, and then just like
Okay.
dropping her on the floor.
And sorry, Bella, you are also going to attack her.
Kill me, I'm gonna
Mhm.
die.
I
I'm
sure
dead.
am.
They're gonna kill me.
Okay. Well, let's just get that attack in as well before we do anything.
Why not? Why?
Volatile
let's,
or-
let's.
Volatile, yes.
I'm also
She's
surrounded
still
by my
surrounded
gang.
by her gang,
Yeah.
so it's a
That's
good.
fine. That sounds good.
What an
Okay.
amazing roll.
What a day. What a day.
Okay. So, you get grabbed by the hair and shoved into the locker by Hannah, your former friend. And maybe there's a moment where you don't act because you're like, Tom's dead and everything is worthless and everything I've done is horrible because you're having a psychotic break, right?
Yeah.
Your gang does attempt to pull Hannah back, but she is so fucking mad at you that she just shrugs them off like it's nothing. And because Bella's moving forward, like they have 2 people to contend with, one of which is a wolf. So they're kind of attempting to get in the way, but not able to. And like as Hannah is just like smushing your head against the locker, and she does 1 harm, but the teeth of a werewolf
God.
biting your leg do 3 harm.
Oh, it's time to skirt death, baby.
Yeah.
What
That's
is-
indeed what it's time for. So when you take your 4th harm, you die. To avoid death, Erase all harm and choose one. You become your darkest self, or you lose all strings you have on everybody. Or you could just die.
Or I could just die. That's true. I'm so sorry. I can't be a Tom. I'm just gonna lose all my strings on everybody, I think.
Okay. So
I can't be a die for drama. I'm sorry. There's too many people dead.
So what happens is, Bella and Hannah, Bella, you're just blood in your mouth, like spurting into your mouth, gnawing on her leg like it's a chew toy. You both get out all of the violence you need to enact on Harley, and she falls to the ground next to the also deceased body of Tom. And like, what would you do after you're like, okay, she's not moving anymore, she's dead? Would that be justice for you, Hannah?
Yeah, because I believe she's dead.
Okay. I don't think that you've wounded someone that you really care about, Bella. But I do think that you've gotten power and dominance earned through bloodshed, and you have a wolf pack outside. So if you wanted to just be like, I've handled this, I have to run like a wolf now, you could do that. But I feel like you can obviously have like a fictional moment here, but you are still going to be a wolf until you maybe harm someone you care about. Like, you could attempt to bite Hannah again, but you are still a wolf because your darkest self isn't gone yet. But Hannah, you fall out of your darkest self, and you look down on the ground and see kind of like the bloody consequence of your action. What do you do?
I think it's like a genuine sigh of like releasing tension as I like come back to me, and like the color fills my cheeks again, and I just kind of like look at all this blood on the floor, and Harley like already like has like maybe like popped vessels or whatever like in her face, and I'm just like, oh, did I did that. And I like look up at Mr. Thorpe.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, cool. That's fine. Doesn't worry me. I did that. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. And I like literally like put my hand on like on Bella's wolf form, and I'm just like to like not pass out, I guess, or just like not.
And Bella, you've got Harley's leg in your mouth, and you're still doing that dog thing where you're just like,
yeah, I'm eating all of that shit up. She a tasty bitch.
But then Hannah puts her arm on your scruff,
I
or
drink a lot
her
of cranberry
hand on
juice,
your
so-
scruff. Does that like, is that enough? Like, you've already illustrated that you're like very close to her. Is that enough for you to kind of like drop it and back off, or?
Yeah, I'll drop it and back off, but I feel like I would want to join my wolf pack and look for the students, specifically the ones that were going to go get the ambulance.
Okay, so Harley, your
Yes.
gang, once you're essentially dead, they are they're essentially like a type of cultist, right? So they have a willingness to die. So I feel like what happens when you die in front of them, they probably like go to the door where they hear the like wolves like banging against it. And like they're kind of backing up away from Bella and away from your body. And then Cordelia pushes at the door, not realizing that they're now unlocked. And pushes at the door a little bit, and it opens behind her, and your gang is swarmed by wolves. Bella, you now smell this fresh blood as these three other students scream and attempt to run from these wolves that have now got them. I will give you the opportunity to go that way as a wolf, or, harm someone you care about.
I think that a rage fills in me at Marissa. So I go to hurt her. And then that turns me back because I still always care about her.
Okay. So roll volatile just so I know like to what extent you hurt her.
Okay.
A partial success. Okay. So you run after the students who are running away, Harley's gang, and you run specifically after Marissa as Cordelia accidentally opens the door to the wolves outside. And on a 7 to 9, you harm them but choose 1. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or again, you're already in your darkest self, so you can't turn into it.
You choose the harm.
Okay. I think last time when it was Hannah, we said 2 harm because you transform during the act of harming her. So you deal her 2 harm, which is like a lot for an NPC. And as you're like gnawing at whatever limb got in your mouth, you feel yourself transform back into Bella in your prom dress. With Marissa's leg in your mouth. What do you do?
I told you you'd regret it, Marissa. I told you you'd regret saying that. So yeah, I'm not gonna fucking kill you, but your leg is, you're gonna have to get, one of those wooden sticks or just look even more stupid than you usually look with your anime shirts. Fuck you.
Are you doing anything to like instruct your pack to let these students leave? Because they are like, as you told them that you were in trouble and they're as bloodthirsty as you are.
I tell all the wolves to fuck off because I'm the alpha at this point, so they just leave.
Okay. So Marissa with her bloody leg gets supported by Emma and Cordelia, who have both been bloodied themselves, and they exit the scene, never to be seen again, ostensibly to find an ambulance or something. And you are now human and can turn back to Hannah, who is standing over the bodies of Harley and Tom. Tom's homecoming king crown is like on the floor and like bloodied, but like shining in the moonlight. What do you do? Bella, you turn and see Hannah, who's obviously not in her darkest self anymore, looking at what she's done and looking kind of...
High school's weird.
Yeah. Weird, yeah.
Really weird.
Should I find Mr. Thorpe?
Nah.
I think everyone saw me, Tom. And
I'll eat any witnesses in the future. You're fine.
That's the entire school year, Bella. That's everybody.
That'll be fine. We'll go to your little fairy world and spray some dust on people or whatever you can do.
I don't know what his powers are, but I do think we should talk to him.
Okay, let's go.
Do you have a string on Bella, Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay. If you wanted to take her into the fairy realm, you could absolutely go there now. You would use that string. You could also take, I don't know, the dead bodies of Tom and Harley, considering
I do have everybody's strings. Yeah, we're taking everyone. Let's go.
Let's go road trip.
Let's go.
You gotta erase the evidence. If
Senior trip.
There's no crime.
Yeah, spring break. Let's go.
After
Woo!
party.
Oh my god, this is
Back
so
to my
fun.
place.
I love this.
Everybody come to my
Let's
dimension.
remove those strings, shall we? Oh my
Okay,
god.
so you grab Bella's hand and kneel to touch both the corpses of Harley and Tom, and just 1 second to the next, you're all now in that very familiar room in the Fey realm where you were before. The white walls and gold and jewels just echo how deathly pale both Harley and Tom are as they're like laying on the floor of this room. What do you do?
I'm gonna immediately yell Oliver, like say his name.
The door that is sometimes there and sometimes not opens, and Mr. Thorpe walks through. in his, Fey King pirate loose shirt outfit. I don't know, David Bowie Labyrinth
Yeah.
get up. Rang.
How do I get past this? Do you get this? I just felt so I needed to do something. I needed to sort and balance, and
You needed her to feel the consequences of her actions, and she has.
but what about school, and what about a real world?
You really want to go back there. You have everything you could ever want here. You ask for it, and it becomes what you wish it to be. And you want to go back to high school.
But
You are a queen here, and there you are a teenager and a woman.
but Bella won't be able to stay here, and my mum.
She could, if you wanted. I mean,
I can't stay
I guess I
here.
could allow you to have pets if you like. The three of them could all stay, if it will entertain you.
Not them, and I like gesture to the ground where the corpses are. I don't want them here.
Right, well, we can handle that. And he snaps his fingers and they're both gone.
Okay, bye.
Ta-ta.
Thanks for bringing us.
Yeah, I was really heavy.
That was good. I like that scene that we were in. I thought your performance was really good. Yeah, and I'm not dead. Also, am I just like a?
You're
unconscious?
okay. You're going to be fine.
Cool.
But there's a
That's
fictional.
fine. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. So now it's just you and Mr. Thorpe and Bella.
Where did you just put? Where did they go? What did you just do? I didn't mean just vanish them. I meant they have families, and so many people saw me murder. Or not? Well, I guess I did murder. I ripped his throat out.
If you wish for them not to remember, then they won't.
Everyone
I went.
in the school, or
Human minds are easily manipulated. You'll
I
learn
wish-
so
I
much
wish
if
for
you
that.
stay here.
Yes, I wish for that. I wish for
can
that.
you erase all the people that saw me turn into a fucking dog?
That too. Yes, what she says,
Okay.
please.
You have more power than you think.
I
But
can-
if you don't accept my offer and become my queen here, it will fade. And you will become just like Samantha.
What do you mean, like?
I mean that if you choose that you do not wish to become my queen and take your place at my side, then you will
Ew.
fade and your powers will too. You don't get to keep them and not be attached to the Fey realm. This is where they come from. If you detach yourself, they are gone, and soon so shall you be.
When you say soon, do you mean
What is
norm-
time to an immortal being? Soon.
Okay.
10 years,
Yeah.
100 years, I don't care.
And if I accept your offer,
Then
Can
you
I
will have
live-
the power to do what you wish to do. Make everyone forget. Return whomever to their families intact.
and I can live there as well.
You can visit. You will have to return here.
I accept.
Great. And he does something that you feel in your chest, and you see Harley returned to probably not her bed, probably Tom's bedroom. Both has Harley and Tom in it, because her bedroom is just gross. And you see them both returned to Tom's very small bed. Tom's neck is no longer torn, and Harley's leg is no longer ripped up. And you can see like you don't know, like you couldn't describe what the vision of a memory being erased is, but now you all of a sudden experience like you can see all of these people whose faces were contorted in horror now smoothed and happy. And you see the bonfire and then the old mill. And then all of a sudden, you and Bella and Mr. Thorpe and the rest of your class are snapped back to the woods, to the bonfire. Bella, Emma and Cordelia and Marissa are all there just fine. The students are drinking and laughing and being loud. And Harley and Tom, you both awaken feeling yourselves with no memory of anything that happened at the dance, except for Tom was homecoming king and
Thank
Harley
goodness.
got to dance with the homecoming king. And I guess you two could be at the bonfire. Yeah, you're at the bonfire.
Hells yeah. We went to the bonfire.
So they're at the bonfire as well, looking happy and in love, and like absolutely nothing went wrong. And Mr. Thorpe is standing half in shadow behind you, Hannah and Bella. And he says to you, I assume that you'll want to stay till graduation.
Yeah, and then I can go to college and my parents won't. Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else I can do for you?
Is Chad here?
And as soon as you say it, without his expression changing at all, you see Chad like stumble out of the forest looking super wasted, but otherwise totally fine. And he's like goes to hug a tree and he's like, bro, this tree is like the biggest tree I've ever seen in my whole life. And he's just like hugging. He's like, I love trees.
I'm gonna run over to him and just like fucking jump on him and just be like kiss his face, not in like a romantic way, but just like in like a you're here and I can feel you, and I'm like kissing his cheek and just being like, oh my,
Hannah, you're like a monkey.
I'm like a monkey. I'm like a monkey. Oh my god, you're here.
Well, yeah, it's the after party.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're here.
And he does finger guns like while you're still hugging him, like at Bella probably. Like, hey, what's up? Harley, you and Tom with you can you roll dark for me, both of you?
Yeah. And Tom totally thought he was just dead forever. His clothes rolled.
I was really sure I was just gone.
You're like, bye, see you later.
Okay, you both fail. You both aren't experienced. Neither of you remember anything that happened.
Wow! We might as well be dead.
Oh my god, that was crazy. You danced really well.
I got really drunk.
Good. Yeah, you'd stop. Like, here's your shoes.
Okay. now that's sorted. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do before the night is over? Harley, actually, your Cordelia comes up behind you and she's carrying a long log rolled in cloth, and she motions towards the bonfire and she's just like, is now a good time?
Yeah, so wait, just to clarify, all that's been erased for me is like the whole Tom getting his face ripped out thing?
Yes. It's just what happened.
So as far as I know, I won and I got Tom homecoming king.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, it's totally good. Go for it.
So,
as I have my arm around Tom as well, I got like, my hand around his shoulder, and I was like gesturing my other hand. I'm like, yeah, go for it. It's fine.
So Cordelia throws Brad's severed leg into the fire, and it crackles, and because it's already the cloth has been soaked in some kind of gasoline or flame accelerant, and it crackles, and the bonfire goes ever higher, and the smell like cooked meat wafts towards you, Bella.
Ooh. Getting horny again.
We're gonna die again.
And Bella goes darkest self and kills Harley again.
Is there anything else that anyone would like to do before we put a cap on it? We could do some like
I want to
epilogue
kiss
bullshit.
Bella.
Aw.
Okay, go ahead. The two of you turn towards each other as Mr. Thorpe fades into the darkness.
Wow.
I
Straight
also
to
would
it.
just, I'd like to just like turn to Tom and just be like, I'm really proud of you for getting Homecoming King.
Thank you.
That's okay. But okay, so I feel like with you, I actually like things. I feel things like physically, like that I imagine everybody else does. You know, like when you're happy and your chest. No, it's good. Like when you're happy and your chest is like, ee, like you know that. Like
Yeah, I get that.
yeah. So yeah, I get that when I'm with you, and but I just other than that, I just feel kind of like hollow.
Oh,
I don't.
that
don't
doesn't
know.
sound good. I don't know what that means, but I'd like to help you fix it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That would be great. Okay. Cool. I think I need help. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I just hug Tom in a very almost like innocent, like entirely like non-sexual, but very passionate, like intimate way. I just kind of wrap my arms around him and bury my face into like his neck.
Oh.
Very cute. Bella and Hannah, would you like to do more than just say you kissed each other and do a tongue motion?
I was gonna say so. I was doing the little joke kiss, and I was gonna say so, but yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, we'll talk. So Hannah, do you like? Did you like Olive or Mr. Thorpe? Like, is that who you want to be with or whatever?
No, not like that. No.
I just I can't tell like what you think about me. Like, I don't know. I love you so much. Like, I would do anything for you. And I just really want to kiss you.
Bella, I love you too. And I'm gonna like take her, like cup her face and like slowly bring her towards me and like hold her hand and
I will always keep that promise we made that I will never hurt you. Ever.
and then I kiss her.
Can we just so we know, can you roll to turn each other on? Thanks.
How good you at kissing? Nothing beats me and Tom. I'm not gonna lie. We're pretty
Didn't Tom
good.
get like a 13?
Hey!
Speaking of getting a 13,
Oh, wow.
Bella, will you roll as well?
Oh boy.
No pressure, Bella.
Yeah, no pressure,
Yeah.
Bella.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So you, Bella, you're like, you started
My first
this
kiss, okay?
conversation. You started
You've
this
literally
conversation.
we have done a lot of things and you haven't kissed me.
You
The other time I just ate you out. This was real.
So maybe Bella, you start the kiss, like you lean your face forward, but Hannah is just like, as soon as she knows that you are receptive to her advances, she is all the fuck over you, and we will fade out on that lovely scene of all four of our teenagers making out by a bonfire as a dead body burns on the pile. It's
Oh yeah, romantic.
That's so symbolic. I love
It's
that.
so good. Out with the old, in with the new.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean? Yay.
I'm so excited for when Harley tries to get Tom into college and has to kill everyone on the wait list.
I'm gonna be a really low rung. You're gonna have to kill a lot of people.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. I feel
Wow.
like instead of just ending like we usually do and then wrapping up our feelings behind the scenes, do you guys want to just like debrief
Yeah,
here
go
now?
for it.
I also would like
Tell
to
me
look
how
at
you feel.
Yeah, I also want to look at anyone on Twitter. If any of you dressed up and want to link it, just kidding. I think links get timed out. How do we fix that with Nightbot?
I'll just copy paste it.
There you go.
Okay.
If you dressed up, if you have anything you want us to show people, I have very cool fan art by Gabe, who is Boy Diablo, and I'm gonna load that up while you guys talk. So, just you guys.
I just want to say a massive thank you to firstly to my parents for giving birth to me. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone for watching and being so like excited about everything. It's made this like so much more fun, and seeing people dress up on Twitter just made me so happy that you're all like you want to be part of it. And I want to say a thank you to Harley for organizing it all. Because y'all, she worked so freaking hard. The amount of DMs I received at 5 a.m. being like, does this look cool? You know, go just praise her. And then also Tom and Bella are just freaking the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And Bluejay, thank you so freaking much for being the bestest DM. Oh my god. You
so
just
good.
did
Oh my
so
god,
well.
ridiculous.
And I just have loved this. Thank you so much. Okay, that's me.
Yay! Yeah. Well, this was my first return to jammings after like the shittiest pandemic summer of all time, and getting to know and work with and play with you all, and the excitement and like fan art and fan like theories from the chat has been absolutely wonderful. I'm very, very happy, and like honestly, I would have done this for free, but the fact that like the chat also supported all of us and allowed for us to get paid is like, as a full-time person, is really, really helpful and makes the decision to continue doing this sort of thing even easier. Maybe we won't continue with this series, but I definitely know that all of the members of this cast have enjoyed working together and would gladly do so in the future. And part of that is thanks to like not having to think about like whether this time is like obviously we'd hang out together no matter what, but like being supported in our careers at the same time is really lovely. So thank you all for that.
Yeah. Tom, do you have any feelings?
For like my first campaign on a live stream format, this has been just disgustingly wonderful, and I cannot wait to do stuff again. This whole thing for me at least was like a tiptoe. I was like, I'm gonna pick the most basic thing and I'm just gonna like see what happens, and then and I've only ever done one other campaign and it was wild, and I'd love to re-experience that, but in this kind of a setting, because again, Bluejay, you have been amazing at DMing and like taking us through this world and this story, and it's just like I didn't expect anything to be as like fantastic and work out as well as it did. There were like zero problems. This was wonderful.
Yay!
It was very good.
Ella, I know this was also one of your first RPG experiences.
Yeah, so this was the first time I've ever done anything like this. I've never played Dungeons & Dragons. I was actually scared I was gonna fuck it all up because I had no idea that it was just pretty much just improv, you know, and Bluejay is so reassuring the whole time, like, no, this is so easy, you got this. And she's so creative. Her brain is just a story world that the way that she's able to tie things together is just incredible. And I feel like she could do so many amazing things in that world.
Talented.
I really want to do this stuff again. And the whole cast, like, I looked forward to Sunday for the past 2 months because you guys are just so fucking funny. Like, we just riff off each other so well. Everything just feels kind of natural, and I had such a great time, and I hope we get to do more in the future. And like, you're gonna go a lot of places, Bluejay. Like, you are so fucking good at this.
Oh, thank you. That means the world to me. I've been doing TTRPGs for like 4 years. I think this summer was my 4-year anniversary. I've been doing it like every week up to like 3 times a week for that amount of time. And this summer was like my first real break where I didn't do any TTRPGs for like months. So like hearing you all say that and knowing that like, while I might have been rusty on episode 1, the skills were still there somewhere. It makes me really happy that you guys had a good time. I think as a GM, that's the only thing you could really hope for, is that the people you're playing with have a good time. So I'm glad
you did so good. It literally was so fun every time.
Yeah, I want to say, like, when we were in like the intro screen, Bluejay would like show her notepad and it would have like 2 sentences on it, and then it would be the most intense episode with like twists and turns and like linking stuff back, and I'd be like, how you just made that
her mind.
Her mind. Ugh, the power.
This was this episode. It was more than 2 sentences.